All right, hey, welcome to another stream. This is a pretty exciting one. We've all been looking forward to this one quite a bit. Steve?
Yeah, I'm super excited. Like 10 out of 10.
Paulo?
I'm pretty excited. I wouldn't say I'm super excited, but pretty excited.
What, like out of what? 10 out of 10?
It's probably be a 10 out of 10, but I got a little bit of a cold, so
Okay.
it brings it down.
I am well, feeling healthy. I'm a 10 out of 10 as well. So today we're going to show you Hellboy.
Yeah.
So that's incredible. We've been waiting for him for a long time, as of you guys. So we're going to show Hellboy today. But first, another thing people get really excited about, we're going to talk about patch notes before we get to Hellboy. And there's some big stuff.
Balanced stuff.
Balanced patch stuff. But before we start, let's do this. Steve Brownback, say hello.
Hey, I'm Steve Brownback, QA analyst.
I'm Paulo Garcia, designer in the game.
Tyler Lansdowne, community specialist, and behind the desk, a man who always goes hard in the paint. We got Matt Burke.
Hey everybody,
What are you doing over there, Matt?
going hard in the paint.
Always going hard in the paint. All right, guys, so we're going to start with talking about some patch information, right?
Yeah.
So there should be today, right?
Yeah,
For Xbox.
It'll be today. It's going to be coming out today on Xbox. This patch contains some Xbox One X enhancements. So if you're picking up an Xbox One tonight, the game will fully support it with improved graphics and improved performance and whatnot.
Right.
It'll be coming out for PS3 or PS4. Actually.
Yeah, we go. Not PS3.
Not PS3. It'll be coming out for PS4 early next week to make sure that these balance changes don't affect the league tournament and everything.
Right, so we have the World Championships going on. Don't affect that. But then Hellboy comes the 14th for those of you with the Ultimate Pack, Fighter Pack 2, Ultimate Edition, all that stuff. So very exciting. Hellboy is coming. Also, today, I don't know if you guys saw the tweets, PC Beta
PC Beta.
has begun. So I hope you're double monitoring now, playing our beta and watching us talk about what's going to be on the PC later.
Yeah.
So, excellent. So I think we should get down to business. We have some balance issues.
Yeah, I think very similar to the first balance update we did right after EVO. Our goal here wasn't to like change the game. I think we're very happy with how the game plays. The community is very happy with how the game plays, but we wanted to make slight adjustments to make some things that were a little bit too good, a little bit not as good, and some things a little bit better that we wanted to be better. But overall, it's not like a meta shifting change. It's just a little tweaks.
Cool. And there's definitely, we do get a lot of tweets and stuff of people what characters that they're super interested in and
Yes.
stuff and a lot of the characters have been asked about
Yes.
are getting some significant buffs.
There's one particular character where we actually were asked, why didn't you buff this character? And now we have.
Yep. And that character is,
You'll have to see.
let's just tell him.
Blue Beetle.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so
and that's not the one I was thinking of.
oh, you're thinking about another one?
Yep. So there we go.
Okay.
All right. So let's go to the selection screen. How many characters received help?
Maybe 14 to 13 characters. Not help, just changes, period.
Right.
We're only going to talk about 10 to 12 because, as always, we're not going to go over every single minutia change. If a move is now like 1 frame faster, you can read about that in the patch notes that will be out later today.
Right.
We're going to go over kind of some of the bigger like sweeping changes and explain more of like what we were thinking when we made the change and how it's going to affect gameplay rather than like the absolute minutia. So there's going to be a few characters who we won't talk about because they got really, really, really minor changes that the hardcore guys will be interested in. You can read about that.
Right. Before we start that, though, there's one thing also we could probably talk about is interactables.
Mm-hmm.
So just kind of, can we just give a blanket statement of sort of what's happening with those?
So overall, there's a lot more interactables that were unblockable or now either blockable with overhead or mid, and then to compensate for that, some of them do more damage. Some of them start up faster, like a lot of the bomb planing interactables. Most of those are not blockable, but they start up quite a bit faster, so you can use them inside of combos and stuff. And if you want, you can meter burn them for armor to still get out of situations where you're using them to get out of situations. But it doesn't present as many of like these like super effective like setups you can do on other players where they didn't have many answers against them. So they're more in line now with all the other interactables together.
And that does not mean that every unblockable interactable is going to be blockable now. A lot are, but like if you throw a car, if Superman picks up a car and throws it at Batman still can't block it.
Right.
So there's going to be some, or somewhere you take like a huge generator and slam it down. Those are still going to be unblockable. But a lot of them where you're like throwing something, they're going to be blockable now. And then yes, the bombs.
And some of them have some more fun changes, like the big swinging like engine in a Red Sun Prison background. That one acts as a different reaction now. So power characters can actually get a combo after it, similar to a background bounce. So there's been changes like that, some interactables where because they're not blockable, they have some more gameplay ramifications to them.
Another change to the bombs is if you use a bomb when you leap out, you do not leap as far. So that'll make using a non-bomb leap more effective. So you're going to have to decide, do I want to use the bomb and I don't escape from the corner as well, or do I not throw the bomb, but then I'm going to jump the normal distance where you really get out of the corner?
Yeah, and because they start up faster, them not going as far also lets you be able to do follow-up combos easier without having to sort of like... Because there were some characters that didn't get a lot out of a bomb, where now it should be more even with what you get out of them.
Yeah, so it's basically like Paulo said, like in terms of combos and damage potential, they're actually better, but they're really, really cheap, like traps that you can't get out of. They're now normalized.
Awesome. That's good. A lot of people are going to enjoy that.
Yes.
Okay, great. Let's talk more about the actual characters then. So let's go to the screen and chat. So let's just start at the beginning. Hellboy, does he have any changes?
Hellboy has a lot of changes if you've been working on him.
Right. Okay, so he's...
And for everybody else, he has like 100% changes. Everything's changed because he didn't exist.
100% new, guys, so that's great. Sub-Zero?
Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero and Starfire got their base attributes adjusted, so he's more in line with the other like ninja-type characters, and she's more in line with the power female characters. It won't have a lot of ramifications to competitive play, but it'll affect you if you're playing with gear. It'll change their top-end gear stats differently depending on how you use your gear.
So the first character we really wanted to talk about and show is Swamp Thing. So similar to the last balance patch, we wanted to keep Swamp Thing playing very similar, but kind of increase what makes him interesting. So when his character power is up, his standing 3 and his down back 2 now have armor. So let's try here. Hold on, I'm gonna down 1. All right.
We practiced this earlier, but
there you go. So now it has armor, and his down back 2 has no armor. Another really cool change is his back forward 3. Let's see, it normally travels this far. You can actually hold it and travel significantly farther. So this can be used to go under projectiles to close distance very quickly. The trade-off is it is now more negative on block the longer you hold it. So it does have a downside. But it can be very good for beating zoning. If they have a high projectile, he can actually go directly under it and beat it out and then get a combo. And finally, his log kick is now actually safe on block. I think it's -4, it's something like that. And that's going to give him low risk, low reward mix-ups. They're going to make those even better.
Yeah, it also makes it a little bit safer on miss actually also. So if somebody jumps over it, they'll have to plan their air attack better, or just be able to like just punish you flat out for missing it. Is a little harder to do now.
Yeah, and so all the block strings that you do where you go to the log kick are now going to be even better.
Awesome. That's Swamp Thing.
That's Swamp Thing.
A lot of cool changes for Swamp Thing.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool keeping very, very unique, but making him even better when his character powers out. So while Joker's here, why don't we just talk about Joker?
I don't think Joker got any changes.
No changes. Just kidding. Joker actually got a new move. He now has a new back 2.
So he actually stabs, and it's actually an overhead attack. So this coupled with this, you can actually do some combos from this. And if you meter burn the gun,
you get a combo.
You can actually get combos after and such. Same thing with the other one. We've made a lot of hitbox adjustments to his normals and some of his specials, so some things will hit more consistently against all size characters.
His standing 2 will now hit a little bit better. His meter burn gun combos will hit a little more consistency. Now, you may be wondering what happened to his old back 2. It is now actually a special move. Down back 3, and he now has an invincible wake-up attack. I'm super excited about this change.
Yeah, and it's something you can do in the middle of your strings too, it's not completely safe on block, but it's still fairly safe on block. It's -7, so most people can't punish it, or he'll at least be negative, where he's got to respect you after it. But it's something you can just throw out in the middle of your strings to keep sort of semi-pressure on the opponent.
Yep.
And as a wake-up attack, this isn't meant to be like the greatest wake-up attack in the game. Like this isn't like like a fully invincible launching wake-up attack, but it's almost invincible the whole time. It's very hard to punish. It has a really good hitbox. It can actually hit from behind, too, which is super fun. Oh, man. Do you think we're going to have it happen?
With Swamp Thing's probably too slow.
Yeah, these jumps too slow. But trust me, the gas canister can actually hit. So that's a super exciting change. And the hit reaction on his gun has also changed. It's a little bit better. They actually will walk back.
Yeah, it pushes back a little bit. Yeah, so it pushes back a little bit. It used to be 0 on block up close, and now it's +5. So it actually
he hit
advantage. Yeah, on hit.
On hit, yeah.
Big news, guys.
Yeah?
Stream is now saying Swamp Thing is OP.
That's the first hot take we have?
That's the first hot take.
So Swamp Thing and Joker, the E-League. Well, it won't be an E-League. That'll be NEC Grand Finals, Swamp Thing versus Joker.
Yep, that's
what they haven't even seen, Firestorm.
Oh. But wait, there's more. Cool. So those are, that pretty much it for those two?
Yeah.
So we're going to see a guy in a hot dog suit win NEC, is what you're saying?
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. Buff Superman's heat vision. I think we're good.
So let's also show Cyborg and Ivy.
Fighters approaching Metropolis.
Yeah, that's really cool. I mean, giving somebody a wake up and like creating a new move to help them in that part of the game. That's really interesting.
And speaking of that, there are two other characters I can think of that had pretty weak wake-up attacks. Some would argue they didn't have a wake-up attack. So in the Hellboy, Cyborg and Ivy.
Thanks, man.
In the Hellboy trailer, we actually snuck in a sneak peek of this move, and everyone assumed it was legendary gear. You assumed wrong. Low Swipe is a brand new special move that's invincible. It's safe on block. It has really good range. And then Ivy now has a down back 2.
Down forward 2.
Down forward 2, which is a fully invincible or almost fully invincible wake-up attack. Like Joker's, it doesn't even, Shurs doesn't even knock you down. This is not meant to completely change her meta. She now gets up for free. Like, it's insane.
And hers isn't safe on block, so she can't do all of a sudden her big, because she was big on, hitting you while you're blocking and building a lot of meter, doing a lot of chip. So she's not able to use this thing to be safe on block. It's unsafe on block. But it just gives her another option to do on Wake Up.
Essentially, the design idea here was Ivy was a character who really had a terrible wake-up attack, and that's kind of helps keep her balanced. And instead we wanted to dial up, and now she just has a decent, a usable wake-up attack.
Yeah. And speaking of people assuming that the Cyborg thing was legendary, these two characters are actually two of the characters that have new legendary multiverses in this patch too.
And they're both pretty good.
Yeah.
Cyborg also, his 2-3 is now... He has his big power fist.
He has a power fist. It's got increased range, and it has a couple more active frames, so you can use it on people's wake up and stuff.
Look at these footsies.
Yeah, and those aren't the only two who get multiverses this time around either. People are saying
Correct.
only two.
No.
Another group of them, which you'll see very shortly. No, not today, but you'll see them when the patches go live.
His sweep was also made safe on block, which is another, just nice change. His sweep has good range. It's always good to have a nice safe sweep.
Cool.
So that's Cyborg and Ivy.
All right. Let's move on. Now, I know that...
There is one more thing about Cyborg. Power Fist now actually comes out on block or whiff. Previously, if the opponent blocked the Power Fist, you did not have the option to meter burn it and have it come out. The opponent can still interrupt this. They don't even need to use armor. They can just jab through it. But if they're not prepared, if you catch them sleeping, you can make that safe using the bar meter. Or you can use it on a whiff. Like if they try to come in, you can go ahead and use it. It can catch people.
Cool. People, I see we're asking for Hellboy. Yeah, we're going to show Bounce first. We're going to do all the Bounce touch for another few more minutes, and then we'll get all the new Hellboy stuff you're excited to show as well.
Yes.
So Hellboy is on the way. Just wanted to show everybody the characters you've been playing, how they're going to change.
For Catwoman, the change we made is we actually decreased her walk speed slightly. The intention is not to make her move like she did in Injustice 1. Like, she still has top 5 walk speed in the game. She just is not in hyper combat now.
Got it. Who we got next?
Batman is next. With Batman, we have increased the charge time for his character power. Previously, once he used a bat, it took 9 seconds to get another bat. Now it will take 12. We've also made some adjustments to meter gain. When he throws a batarang or an up batarang, previously it took 13 batarangs to build a Mara meter, which really added up when he was zoning someone out. It will now take over twice that amount. So that means his zoning is still going to be effective for how good the batarangs are, but the imperative to get in, or he's going to get bar of meter to use all of his good moves, will be less. You can now kind of take your time walking in. You don't have to worry about him building so many bars of meter. And then there's a couple of changes to his jump too.
Yeah, it has a small hitbox adjustment, similar to what we did with Catwoman in a previous patch. It's not something where the jump to is dramatically changed. It just doesn't extend down as far, and it's more straighter across. It's still very effective as a cross-up, and it's still a very good jump tag.
So I think overall, Batman's going, if you play Batman, he's going to basically play the same, but some of the matches where you're really, really does well and he really controls the pace of the match are going to be slightly harder for him because he's going to get his character power a little bit less and he's going to have a little bit less meter.
Cool.
And that's very similar to the change we made to Red Hood. Is Gotham Stars now build less meter, And we've also lowered the damage on his mine and his meter burn lunge, which means they do less chip and build less meter.
Yeah, and it's something where it just got like a 1 base damage reduction. It's not something where all of a sudden does half damage now. It's just it does slightly less damage.
You're right. Like instead of like previously a meter burn lunge would do like 7%, it will now do I think 5.
Yeah.
And we've also changed the pushback when you block the meter burn lunge. He is still not going to be punishable. He is far away, but he's not like full screen basically when you block it.
The regular lunge, if you don't meter burn it, is now more punishable on block and on whiff. So so it makes it a little bit harder to just throw it and move out constantly. And then if you want to make it safe, you're gonna have to commit to meter burning it, as opposed to putting the guess of whether or not you can meter burn the opponent. It's more on you now.
Which was always kind of the intention, but in real play it was just a little bit too hard to see, oh, he didn't meter burn it, now it's time to punish. It should actually be a little bit more easier now.
Cool.
So then we go to Deadshot. We did the same thing we did with Batman and Red Hood. The wrist shot now builds significantly less meter.
That's been done to most of his gun moves, build less meter in some ways. Like the standing wrist shot by itself builds a lot less meter, and then some of the other rifle shots and the ricochet shot build a little bit less meter.
Okay. And so the idea here is, the way that he zones and the way the meter burn rifle works, we really liked. But in some matches, it was too easy for him to build meter to then do it. So with this change, the idea would be the meter burn rifle is still great. If you block it, he's zoning you out. You can't do anything about it. But he's going to have to be smarter about when he does it. We've also made the wrist shot be slightly slower and have more recovery on whiff.
It's only on whiff or block, so a lot of the combos you're able to do mid-screen will still work because it's actually a little bit faster recovery on hit, but it has slower startup, so it compensates for itself. But it does make it where it's a little bit easier to just move around while he's wrist shotting when you're trying to avoid him and you're blocking him.
Yeah, he is still going to control the pace of most matchups, but it's going to be a little bit easier to like walk in, take your time, and when you're trying to walk in, he's not going to be building as much meter to then keep you pushed out with meter burn rifle forever.
Excellent.
And then for him and Red Hood, their multi-hit moves like the air guns and his meter burn low rifle, those are also now clashable, similar to how Aquaman's Strider Rush is, where both the normal one and the meter burn one is clashable. Those are one of the few moves in the game, because they're like these chip out guaranteed death situations, we let you be able to take the hit and then clash to get out of it.
So with Blue Beetle, we did two things. We said before why we didn't buff him is we really like how he played. He has a really unique play style. So we looked at some of the reasons why he's not as effective as we hoped, and one is damage. So we've actually decreased the scaling on a few of his moves that he uses in combos. So you can look for his combos to do a little bit more damage.
Yeah, it'll be similar along the lines of how Supergirl's damage changed a couple patches ago, where it's not like he's all of a sudden doing a bunch more damage now, but it does increase where a couple combos now will stack up where the opponent's then in danger and then they have to fight Blue Beetle a little bit differently.
And then secondly, we, similar to Joker, looked at some of his hitboxes on his normal attacks. There's several that they've gone through, and they should hit more consistently against like crouching characters.
Awesome. Let's show some more stuff now.
Let's show Firestorm.
Let's show Firestorm, and let's put him up against just Firestorm, I guess, huh?
Firestorm Mirror?
Let's do Firestorm Scarecrow.
Okay.
Scarecrow.
So Firestorm also got a new move, and I'm pretty excited by it.
Yeah, it's going to change the way he plays a lot, I think.
So one of the things about Firestorm is his character power was meant to make him, like, it's similar to Bane. When he gets it out, he's supposed to be one of the better characters in the game, but we saw that he just wasn't getting it out often as much as we want. So he has a new move called Heat Flux, where he actually charges it. Similar to, like, Sinestro in the first game, and the longer you charge it, you can see it actually building. The time that it takes to recharge is also just a little bit slower, faster. So he's going to get it more throughout the match. We've also made it so that when he activates it, he recovers faster. Pretty significant. So that's going to lead to some combos and setups that he did not have before.
If you hit somebody with a meter burn molten trap, now you can do stuff like back 3 down to activate his character power and then continue the combo going, where then you're now for the other person's wake up, you're now in the like active like blue character power. So it'll let you be able to activate it in more situations where you couldn't before.
Hot take.
Yeah.
Hot take from the boards.
Okay.
Top tier.
Top tier now?
Instant.
Firestorm?
Instant top tier.
Wow.
Hot take,
this is not intended to be where he's going to be at level 3 like constantly, but we should see it more often. Another change is his jump 1 is now significantly faster. It's now one of the faster jump attacks in the game. Like it's in that 5 frames of activation group.
Yeah, it matches the good ones like Deadshot Superman, where you're able to sort of, because he sort of struggles in his anti-air and like just general anti when the opponent's jumping around or air dashing around. Where now just doing the instant jump one is a good strategy to use against that.
Yeah. So now if you read the opponent's going to try to jump over Molten Trap, you can do the typical Injustice Classic preemptive jump one and beat it. And lastly, we made an improvement to his neutral game. He can now hold forward on his back 3, and this is his normal back 3. That's the range of it. And if he holds forward, you can see he goes significantly farther.
Yeah, and it's something where if you do that, he does have less recovery on block or miss. So it's not something you just want to throw up constantly. It's only when you know you're going to do it and the opponent's further away. And you can use it with the meter burn option also to be able to punish somebody for just throwing out attacks from further away.
Yeah, so he will not be plus when he holds it, but he'll still be safe, and it's awesome. Like it really covers that mid-range game really well.
Cool. Awesome. Well, that's some good buffs for Firestorm.
Yeah, I'm pretty hyped.
Somebody in chat said, oh, buffs for Firestorm. Looks like we're going to see more Firestorm. Yeah, that's actually the point.
Yeah, I mean, that would be great. Like,
Yeah.
I've never watched a tournament and think, man, there's too much Firestorm. Get the professor out of here.
We got two more people to talk about real quick. I know you guys are wanting to see Hellboy.
So then we're going to talk about Captain Cold. Captain Cold, basically, it is no secret that there are some matches that he really dominated when he got the bubble out and when the puddle was on the floor. So there's been some slight adjustments to that.
Yeah, so the puddle lasts for 3 seconds on the floor, down from 5 now. So it's a little bit less, but it still lets you be able to build up at least 1 bar of his character power. And it also lets you be able to put it out there and sort of zone the character away, and you have to figure out a way to get over it. Same thing with the bubble now lasts about half a second slower or half a second less than it did before. So it gives you a little bit where he's got the bubble out and the ground out. Characters that didn't have a way in can now sort of keep him at bay a little bit longer, but it's still going to be a decent struggle against it, but it's not as hard as it used to be.
However, if he gets to level 3, the Cryogenic Blast now has reduced damage scaling, so he gets better combos when he uses level 3.
Yeah, it's actually quite a bit damage scaling. So there are a lot of times when people stop building bar up to level 2 when you could go to level 3, and then when you're at level 3, it actually increases damage of his other special moves. So even if you're only going to use level 2 bubble, a lot of times you should be at level 3 just because of the increased damage from his normal fireball and stuff.
And lastly, we want to talk about Scarecrow. With Scarecrow, we saw a lot in tournament. There were scenarios where he'd turn his character power and, the opponent was really, really out of options. Like he'd do a huge chunks of damage. So what we've done is we've adjusted it so each tick of his character power now does more damage. However, it has to last for more ticks to equal the damage it should be, if that makes sense. So think about it. He does... I'm using a number, he does 100 damage. It's now over a longer period of time, but in greater burst, which means if he gets next to you, you're going to take a lot. But then once you get away, there's less ticks.
Yeah, and it's something where it's a very small number. It's like it would go from like 100 to 150, and instead of taking 1 second for each tick, it'll take a second and a half. So he's still doing the exact same damage as before, he just does it in bigger bursts over a longer period of time, and that lets you sort of be able to get away. You still, like... It sort of gives you a little bit of a hope. You're still pretty much dead, but you at least have that little chance.
However, if he is now in hit stun, there's now a penalty, and he will only be doing 2/3 the damage. So if you're like before, if you combo him, you were done. Now you will be able to survive a couple more ticks because you'll be doing 2/3.
Yeah, that'll at least let you be able to sort of maybe get a hit in and then fall back. And then because it's ticking slower, you might be able to fall back and then avoid some of the damage.
So it doesn't make you totally turtle up when he does that. If you want to get in there, think you have enough health to like maybe finish him off, you'll be able to mitigate damage that way.
However, Scarecrow is actually buffed in another way. We've made his teleport better than ever. It is now faster, it has faster startup, has slightly better recovery, and now has some projectile invincibility when he activates it.
Yeah, it's actually projectile invulnerable on frame 6, so you can actually see projectiles coming and then teleport on them on reaction. It still has a decent recovery where you're not going to be teleporting on projectiles and then fully punishing people, but you're at least going to be behind them and not be as negative as you were before, so you can then start playing your game, and then it's pretty scary when Scarecrows are close.
Yeah, so Scarecrow is... The trait is maybe 5% less cheap, but his tools to deal with zoning are a little bit better to compensate for it.
Cool.
So I'm pretty excited by those changes too.
That is exciting stuff. Some really cool stuff that came out today. I think a lot of people are really happy. We've heard a lot about Joker. We've heard a lot about Beetle. We've heard a lot about Firestorm. So there we go. And we created new moves to help other characters in some of their problem areas. There's a lot of other stuff in the patch notes that, we're not going to go over. A lot of the sort of number stuff that we want to get to Hellboy. So we're going to go through a lot of that. But we'll have the patch notes up posted today or tomorrow to be able to see everything that's happening with those. Still finishing up, working on those. Once they're ready, we will post them on the boards, on the forums, on Reddit, and you'll be able to see them. Anything else we want to add?
No, we should. Hopefully we'll have the patch notes up at some point soon, but still working on it to make sure that everything's correct. And
because if you'll notice, I edit the patch notes about 4 times after I post them. Yeah. We kind of forget things sometimes, but we'll get it done. We'll get it done right. Excellent. So I think we should probably get moving on to Hellboy and some other exciting news we have.
Exciting news?
We have exciting news. So, Paulo, I want to thank you for stopping by.
Yep.
It's like he lives far away. His office is 20 feet away. Thanks for stopping by, Paulo. Hope you get home safe. We're going to show the trailer for Hellboy real quick. Get Mr. Derek Kurtzik in here. We'll be right back with our best friend, Hellboy.
I'll show you hellish hate.
Whatever you got, I've seen worse.
Give me your blood and rage. Let your rage flow.
I am so over this crap.
Well, we're back.
Hello.
That is Hellboy. We're going to show you Hellboy in a second. Before we get to that, we have Mr. Derek Kurtzik here from Design. We are going to talk about some pretty cool stuff that has occurred.
We do have some cool things that are coming.
And I think people are going to be really excited about some of these things, too. I'm excited for you to tell them. So, first up, we already talked about this before you got in here. New Legendary Gears.
Yes, we have 7 more characters that are coming, all with the new legendary gear and fun requirements. Go in there and get some of the cool stuff. I know that there's some that we're really excited for you to see.
Robin's my favorite.
I'm going Ivy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, too.
Okay, yeah, it is pretty good. Of course, we also have been hinting to the Justice League multiverse.
Right. Justice League's coming very soon. The
November
17th. The day before my birthday. Okay, good. Glad no one
We
jumped
weren't
in
doing
on
birthday
that.
shout-outs yet.
That's not time.
Okay.
Well, we won't do a stream before them, so we probably do mine for that, too.
You're right. You're right.
So, yeah, Multiverse Justice League. Not going to tell you what those all include.
But we will say it starts on the 14th, and you're going to want to be there all week long.
There's a lot of really cool stuff that you can get from this. I've seen it all. It's really awesome. Pay attention to our Twitter, our Facebook. We're going to have some really awesome art that our artist Bruno has put together that's really cool to kind of hype up what's coming. But, yeah, Justice League on both our console and our mobile titles is going to be a really big thing for all of you to enjoy.
And, of course, you'll also have the Hellboy free trial also going on that week. And we just got done doing, like, the Halloween event, so we're going to have more crazy holidays coming up as well. So with
all this stuff happening next week, and I have jury duty on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Like, my whole next week is just, like, weird jury duty stuff, so great.
And then, starting tomorrow, we have the Diamond Guild rewards. So each tier that you complete within the guilds is going to give you Diamond Mother boxes, which is great to get more gear to sacrifice for legendary things.
Right.
But this is real fun.
This is the one that I've been excited for everyone to hear about.
All right, so starting November 14th, we are going to do a bonus Source Crystal Guild event. So, as you complete guild tiers, you will unlock Source Crystals. That's right, coming to you for free.
Yep, you're gonna get some Source Crystals. We'll have more about that to come. We'll have some art going up, but so if you don't have a guild, if you're not in a guild, if you want to be in a guild, talk to everybody on Twitch right now and get in the guild because you'll be able to get Source Crystal rewards. Which is pretty awesome. Very exciting.
I need more Source Crystals. I used a bunch this weekend.
Did you?
Yeah.
I have a lot of gold characters now.
Oh,
my gold
fancy.
Bane and stuff for the tournament editions.
My gold Bane.
Also, what else? E-League.
E-League
has been, and I know we want to get to Hellboy, but we want to get through all this stuff first. E-League has been awesome on
Just a
TBS.
little housekeeping.
It's been really great.
I love being at home and being able to put on TBS and see our game.
Yeah, I actually went to the bar with some guys, and we were watching it. And I told them to turn to TBS, and my favorite part was I was in the middle of the room, and everybody was like, "What's going on here?" And I explained to them, "Okay, well, this is this person, this is this person,"
right.
And the whole bar was like,
They were like, tell us more,
so
Tyler.
I kind of became like the barker who was like telling everybody what was happening and like shoutcasting it. And people who weren't even watching, who weren't there to watch it, got really into it, which is cool. So there was a big upset. Sonic Fox did not make it through. Still, I mean, obviously one of the best players we've ever had.
Yeah.
Didn't make it through this time, but now we have a top 4 that is, I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, on paper, you look at it and you think Dragon's the heavy favorite. Dragon, there's always a roller coaster of the meta shifting of who's considered good. Early on, Black Adam and Aquaman. We had Deadshot. The last time we were on this stream, we were talking about, my God, Deadshot, my God. Now it's Batman, Lord Wayne, like, my God, like, you can't move, my God. And then we always see it works itself out.
Right.
And there's no one better in the world at fighting Batman than Dragon. Sure. He has an excellent record against Batman players. He's beaten Nubcakes. He's beaten Forever King.
Right.
But the Batman players, Forever King and Foxy Grandpa, they've never been playing better.
Right.
So to me, this is the most fascinating story of the tournament right now is, can Dragon close it out, remain the favorite, play solid, win the whole thing, or are we going to see another upset?
And let's talk about Tekken Master, who
he's the X Factor.
He plays a little bit of Batman, but really he downplays him a lot.
Yeah.
Atrocitus, but he wins with him.
Yeah, he'll tell you that Atrocitus is no longer competitive viable, and then win tens of thousands of dollars playing Atrocitus.
Like, I'm super excited for this. Like, I'm a big Dragon fan, but I really, deep down, want to see Tekken Master take it all.
You don't know. It's every single favorite has lost.
Yeah.
We got 2 people from the States. We got 2 people from overseas. We have 2 people. The 2 people who won the last chance qualifiers are in the top 4.
Which really shows the any given Sunday nature. We have about 16 to 20 players who are at the top of their game, and it depends on.
I'd rather you not use football references.
Especially you don't watch football. You shouldn't do that.
Well, it's the point is, we have about 16 players who can all beat each other, and it all depends on what character's hot right now, what player is hot right now. So you have Batman's the talk of the town, Forever King's playing out of his mind, and then on the other hand, Tekken Master, who knows? He might show up and play Grodd.
That would be
awesome. No one really knows. Like, we still have, no one knows who he's going to play, and then you have Dragon, who's just solid. You know what you're going to get with Dragon. You're going to get really good defense, and you're going to get really top tier, very overwhelming strategies and
heavy execution.
And keep in mind, all the losses are gone.
Oh, and that's a great point.
What? Let's explain this.
Yeah, typically in a double elimination tournament, if you get in through losers, you'd only have to lose once. But this is the playoffs. It's a separate bracket, so all 4 players have 2 chances to lose.
So that is this coming Friday. I'll be there. I'm flying down there on Thursday night. Very excited about that, to see everybody and to see the production because it's been going very, very well. Big shout-outs, huge shout-outs to all the commentators who've been working really hard to get their stuff done.
It's been looking amazing for
them.
Home.
I'm really happy. We of course have the guys who came up with us. We have the guys who've done a lot of NetherRealm games, but I want to give a really big shout to the guys who've really studied up to know the game, and it's gone really well, and it's been exciting. So
yeah, it's been super fun to watch.
Yep. So
what do we got next, Mr. Lansdowne?
I think we got Hellboy.
When are we doing birthday
Wait,
shout-outs?
there's one more important thing. Birthday shout-outs.
Birthday shout-outs!
Hellboy appreciates birthdays.
Sure does.
Okay, people don't really.
Birthday shout-outs.
Okay.
Andrew Stein, happy birthday. Steve Brownback.
Yay!
Happy birthday.
Okay.
It was the 27th.
Okay.
Illegal Pharaoh. He had a different name, but I wasn't trusting it. I'll
Okay.
tell you what. Anthony Rod, Tony Zafiro, and Tyler Lansdowne,
Oh!
which he already talked to us about.
That is next. That is coming. Next Saturday.
You're
I
so
think?
old, you don't even know.
I don't remember. So that's all the great news we have for you today. We're going to show Hellboy now. You want to do that?
Well, there was one more
Yeah,
thing I wanted to
no,
talk about.
no,
What
no.
about? Hey.
People are starting to get a little.
All right.
Antsy?
Yeah, antsy
In
and
their
amped.
pantsy.
Yep.
Hellboy. So,
Should we go through a lore minute first?
no, I think we should just go. All right. So, Hellboy. If you want a brawler, this is your character. If you want a character, Hellboy, let's go through his normal attacks first. He has basically two options here. Punch you in the face.
Or punch you.
And bop you in the head. That's this guy's normal attacks. His combos are very simple, very straightforward. He's just bashing you.
Oh, would you like an order of punch with a side of more punching?
There's two main normals that I wanted to show.
Okay.
His 4-2-3 has really great range, and it's a mid, and it pops up, and it's safe. So this is like his core, like, neutral game move. And you can go and do a special move to start a combo, which I'll show later. The second one is actually a kick. It's a high hoof,
High hoof.
and it ends in a slam down. And again, tremendous range. Like, I can actually be at the start of the stage. And both moves are relatively fast.
For such little legs, they have so much reach.
Yes. Thanks, Derek.
You're welcome.
And then lastly, his back one is a combo starter, a low. He does not have a really fast overhead. Hellboy is not meant to be like a overhead low mix-up character. He's just a brawler up close. He's just swinging his
So he's
fists.
not all about the mix.
This is not... There is one special move that's about the mix, but up close, this is not a finesse character. You're not doing cancels. You're not going into stances. If you want Hellboy and you just want to take a big rock hand and punch someone in the jaw, that's Hellboy.
Jeez, Steve, what level of hype are you at right now?
Like, I mean, his back three is just hype.
So, yeah, okay. I bet White Boy's probably like really enjoying this because that's the kind of character.
This
she
would
likes
be
to
a
play.
perfect White Boy character.
If you want a character that's like, all right, here's my 5, like, bop you on the head moves that you go. So let's go with this throw. He actually uses the legendary King Arthur sword Excalibur, straight from Merlin. Look at that.
Only uses it for very special occasions.
From the stone.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right, so let's go over his special moves.
Let's do it.
Somebody asked on the stream chat, command grabs?
Command grabs.
Tell me more.
Well, he's got this one. It is a true command grab. You cannot block it, but you can duck it. It is a high. However, the nice thing is it acts as a combo extender if you meter burn.
Oh.
If you're not really bad.
Steve's old and washed up. There it is. He went with a down 2.
Why not?
All right.
So that's going to be one of his main combo extenders, and it's a pretty decent mix-up tool. He also has an anti-air grab where he slams them down. And if you meter burn this, it's also a combo extender. So that will lead to a lot of his B&B stuff. Like, you'll do the anti-air grab, and then you get a back 3.
So a lot of his stuff does have, when you meter burn it, it is to extend the combos.
Exactly. Normally without meter, he's not really like a combo character.
He's
so
just
he's got
that brawler.
Yeah, he just kind of punches you in the face a bunch, and then you got to meter burn it.
All right. What else does he have, Steve?
He also has some slight zoning with his Devil's Revolver. This is not meant to be like a dead shot, wrist shot, or a Dr. Fate pew pew, but it's a projectile that can get the job done, and he can actually hold it and then dash out of it. He also has an anti-air one, and the meter burn one just blows you away. It also has, shoutouts to our sound team, an amazing sound effect when you meter burn it. Secondly, he has the Devil's Shoulder, which is very reminiscent of Doomsday.
Ooh, so Doomsday players are really going to actually like a
Doomsday
lot of what
players are
Hellboy
going to
has.
like this. They're going to like this character for many reasons. If you meter burn it, he slams you down. And on block, you can actually do this, and you can change the timing to do it early or late, and it's actually advantageous on block. So you can see he can do it. And then he is plus, and he's not right next to you.
Right.
It's not like he gets like a, oh my god, he gets a block infinite now. But he stays safe, he stays plus, and then he can kind of go into his stuff. Like you could do that, and then do the string, and 4-2-3, and kind of check them if they try to backdash or whatever.
They throw a command grab out?
You could do a command grab. You could do a jump attack.
Gotcha.
Then he has a really unique move. He has this leap attack.
Ooh.
And he can do a closed version, a far version.
They all look the same right now, Steve.
There,
you
a
go.
far version. Now, this is what's interesting.
Tell me
This is
more.
the move I was talking about as mix. So you have a relatively straightforward power character, and then you throw this in, and to me, he kind of plays like a mix between Cheetah and Doomsday. So here's what you can do. You'll notice this is a low when it hits.
Yep.
And if you meter burn it,
Just fist pounding. Pound, pound.
so there's a lot you can do with this. You can actually air dash out of it. You can
Ooh.
air dash, back dash out of it. So let's say that you think they're going to try to anti-air, and then you can go into this move.
Can you do normal attacks out of it?
You can.
Tell me more, Steve.
For example, you can go
Ooh.
straight into attack. And now, overheads, or jump attacks are overhead, which means if they sit there and block, you're going to do that. If you think they're going to try to duck, you can go into a jump attack. You can also go past them, and you can also just land, cancel it, and do nothing at all.
Sure.
So to me, his mix-up game is going to be a lot about this leap move. You're going to be doing the leap by itself, doing the leap over them, then crossing them up, all kind of weird shenanigans.
Because
And
you want
then-
to close the space with Hellboy.
Exactly, because his walk speed is not the best, but his dash is really, really fast, but it doesn't like go super, super far. So to me, his mobility is all going to be about this leap of doom.
His walk isn't very fast, but it's menacing.
It looks absolutely awesome.
Look at looking down at him. That's so
He's
good.
so
Yeah.
big, he's going to look down at
Yeah.
everybody.
So one thing people probably didn't expect when we showed him in the trailer is that he controls the air better than you might expect.
Yeah, he also has an air dash using his demon powers. He can just air dash, period. So on the ground, he's like this really simple, straightforward tank, like powerhouse footsies character. And then in the air, he's going crazy. So I think like 50% of your game is going to be like this methodical spacing with forward 2 and going into block pressure. But then 50% of your mind is going to be going crazy, just doing leaps and diving over people. And he'll appeal to maniac players.
So next time you scream out loud, let me know because I like to scream too.
Okay.
Thank
So let's talk about his character power.
you. Ooh.
His character power is he uses a bunch of charms and artifacts, and they give him buffs. It's very similar to Wonder Woman. However, unlike Wonder Woman, you can choose which buff you use. Now, unlike Wonder Woman, they have a long cooldown period. So she could use hers constantly, and they're random. He has to choose, but he's going to have to be smart. So he has 4 different buffs he can use. One of them increases the damage he does. And you can see he uses the artifact, and he gets his devil horns. And this increases the damage he does.
He's got the little crown up there.
Another one decreases the damage he takes.
Okay.
A third one is actually a resurrect. When he has the bell active, if he is killed in the second round, he will actually come back to life, but only when that is active.
As you look, it moves pretty fast.
Yes,
Oh, that meter
yeah,
goes down fast. Yeah.
yeah. And then lastly, he has armor. So you activate it, and then he actually has armor that he can just walk through attacks, take everything. And you saw that in the trailer when Cyborg was trying to zone him out. And he actually was able to just walk through it.
Oh.
Now, this has a pretty lengthy cooldown, and he can only absorb, I think it's 6 hits before it breaks.
Sure.
But it is very, very good, and I think they're, again, Doomsday players are going to be feel at home here.
Cool.
Now, he's still taking damage.
Yes, he's still taking damage, and he will go into somewhat of a hit reaction, but it is not a normal hit reaction, and he is fully armored.
Let's take a look at the
Super.
Very good.
Awesome. Before the match, he's like, I'm going to put that axe
I was just
down
gonna
in
say that.
down in hell just in case this goes crazy.
So,
Conveniently
recently
placed axe.
on
Absolutely.
Twitter, we had that image of Hellboy in gear for Halloween. And a lot of people wanted to see his gear because it was a really cool preview.
Sure.
I have some loadouts.
Cool.
Let's see it, Steve.
A lot of people actually didn't believe that they were actual costumes.
His
Or
gear is
they're-
wild. I like it a lot.
Yeah, he's got a lot of crazy stuff.
This one's my favorite. So, in this loadout, I gave him a guard move where instead of his shoulder, he gets this move where he then can walk and he will absorb projectiles. And if you meter burn it, you take virtually no damage at all. So, if you're playing a match where you're really getting zoned out and even the shoulder and the leap are not good enough and they control the air, you got the guard. I also gave him a low grab where he scoops them up and it'll actually do dot damage. He's actually hitting them with a mystical nail. And if you meter burn it, you get a combo. So that's another combo extender, and it's a low grab. So one
Great
more loadout.
combo, Steve.
You got nothing to say.
We didn't even talk about his beautiful flame pants, man.
Yeah, the flame pants were sweet.
And this one is he's embracing his demonic side. He's no longer trying to dress like a human. He's comfortable with his horns. He doesn't have his jacket on. He's pure demon Hellboy.
Still smoking.
Yep.
Well, yeah, I mean,
to.
he still has his vices. It's hard to quit.
Yep.
Here we go.
So here, I gave him the tears. He throws down angel tears on the ground that actually go full screen and travel. And if you meter burn it, it acts as an awesome combo extender. This tree comes up, and then you can combo into it.
These are all lore based off of
These are, yeah, all the artifacts, everything he uses is all lore based. It's super cool. And I have one more bonus loadout.
Bonus
Okay.
Loadout.
Okay. You're so good to us, Steve. Oh. Is
Yeah, I
this
really like this coat.
Steampunk?
I like the fist, and I also really appreciate the horseshoe on his belt.
He's got
And we-
exhaust on his fist.
Yeah.
And we went with the gold tournament shader.
Yes.
As well, yeah.
So in this loadout, I gave him 2 abilities that enhance his zoning. This one gives him an air shot, a downward angled air shot, and then his meter burn guns turn into triple guns. That works for all of them. Anti-air one will
that's
be
great.
triple, the straight one will be triple, and then if you have this equipped, you get triple. So, if you're a zoning player, you really want to zone, but you want to play Hellboy, there you go.
Love it.
So that's Hellboy.
So cool, so cool. So like we said, Hellboy will be available the 14th.
The 14th.
For those of you with the special editions that you purchased, the ones that get you the week early.
And that's also when the trial
The
version
trial
will be.
audience, so you can see if you want to play Hellboy, and you will want to play Hellboy.
We have
Yeah.
a lot of things starting on the 14th.
Yeah, next week is pretty full of content.
And I am super excited for the Justice League movie. I'm 20 out of 10 excited.
20 out
20
of
to
10.
10. Oh, I can't
Nice,
wait.
dude.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm excited for it.
So, and we're gonna have a lot of stuff added in with that too. So, we're very excited, guys, to show you Hellboy. We got the more gear coming, the more legendary gear coming. This with this patch as well.
Yep.
Source Crystal guild event. So here's the deal: if you're in Twitch chat right now and you don't have a guild, start a
Make
guild.
friends. Make
Make
friends.
friends now because we're gonna have a lot of cool Diamond Mother boxes starting tomorrow, right?
Yep.
Source Crystal's coming next week.
Yep.
So if you don't got a guild or your guild's maybe not as active as you'd like, I bet a lot of people in Twitch have more active guilds. So get together because we are very excited to start giving some Source Crystals out. Maybe you can finally get that shader that you've always wanted or whatever.
There's so many good ones.
There are so many good
Yeah.
ones.
So many good
So we're very excited for all of that. So yeah, I think that's it. Except for, it's been a while. It's been a while.
Do you
been
even
a
remember
while.
how to play this game?
I don't.
I believe it. It's
been a while.
Do you want to be player 1 or player 2?
I'll be player 2.
Well, then I think we should probably switch. Okay.
So it's been a while since we've done a Lantern Battle.
Yes. Should we do a scoreboard? How many? Steve, do you remember the last time Tyler won?
532 to 4.
Yeah. There was that streak you went on.
I did go on a streak. That was pretty cool.
Okay.
Also remember next on Friday for E-League the Fighter Pack 3 trailer.
Oh my gosh!
So don't say anything more because the more we talk, the more we'll want to say what it is. So that's pretty cool.
Gotta be cool.
That will be. Let me tell you, everybody, we've seen it, and it is. I believe
A
it's
single tier.
This one gave me more goosebumps than a lot. Like I really was just like, wow, you guys are gonna really, really love it.
Let's make some mistakes here.
Okay.
Let's do
I'm
it.
not saying anything.
All right.
There's been a lot of internal talk about Raiden.
There might be things that you can do that.
Known producer Burke has been playing Raiden, and quote, a good Raiden. Not Raiden, he's a quote, a good Raiden. And there's been a lot of talk from Tyler about how he bodies him.
He does.
And how good he is in the Bane vs. Raiden match. And
That's
Derek,
just bad Raiden.
Derek's been practicing Raiden for a long time.
About 20 minutes
Yeah,
today.
about 20 minutes ago. So there's a lot on the line here. And we're going to see. There's been a lot of talk. So far we have some zoning, Raiden keep out. Random Superman, shades of every Derek match you've ever seen.
So this is counting as your first one.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Derek playing Raiden like it's 1993. Just doing
right.
fireballs and Superman.
That's right.
And so far, Tyler, 100% damage has been Bane Charge. So basically, this match is exactly what you'd expect.
Right.
Oh,
Okay. All right.
no.
All right. Oh, man. No punish, though.
Kind of a punish.
Teleport.
Got 2 hits.
Bane Charge.
No.
No kill, though. That'll kill.
Shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
A lot of time spent in cooldown right now. Venom. All right. Armor's up. Derek's in a lot of trouble. Let's see how he chooses to get out.
Ooh.
He is not getting out. Super.
Still gonna hit.
That's gonna hit. That's gonna hit, and that'll be the round. Man, this is truly one of the great supers.
And it's in red, too. That's
Yeah, that looks great.
Oh! I got this. I got this.
All right. No anti-air. No combos.
I don't need combos. You know that. It's just
Mercenary's elbow. Punish with Superman. All right, teleport.
No!
Man, the Bane Charge. It's like...
No!
Oh, all right.
That's not fair.
And that's almost it. It'd be very hard to make a comeback here.
Ah!
I don't know if the Raiden
What do you think? I
choice...
should do it again?
It wasn't that bad, actually. It
wasn't
was
that bad.
It was better than I thought you'd do.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't
very
think you
much.
completed a combo. I think
No.
you did. I think you
No.
did 1-1-2.
I had to play it like super lame because he just does crazy stuff.
Yes.
I'm a little crazy. I'm going to do it again.
It's like you're giving it to me.
Yeah, well, you know what?
Imagine
Kinda like
tuning
how
into
it's been
this
with you.
whole stream, and then this is the grand finale. All right, here we go. Corner pressure. Raiden is very good in the corner, and Raiden does do a lot of damage. Beerburn back 3. Okay. Oh my god, those fire pots. Zoning, zoning. Very fundamental based Raiden, I would say.
Oh, I didn't even hit you. I was so far away. Ah, dang it all. Everything's just falling apart. All right.
Derek's never seen a bar meter that he didn't want to use.
Funny.
So true.
Yeah, Derek blocking a little bit more than usual in this game. I think that's one of the problems he's having.
Probably is.
Yeah, I think we need more YOLO. Less zoning, less defense, more YOLO.
No!
Not so much YOLO that you're getting hit by everything.
No!
All right, meter burn back 3 instead of meter burn forward 3. Oh, a combo.
Well, was it?
Derek continuing to do 4-3s far out of range.
Well, he's got those short arms. What am I supposed to do?
Oh, this is really bad. It's looking very grim. Oh, a comeback is possible.
Combo, folks. We got a
Oh
comeback.
man.
All right. Now it's time for the DK comeback of all time.
Why you don't know how to play Raiden? I was just doing Bane Charge.
I was just trying to do something special, and Steve messed it up. I'm gonna throw you under the bus. All right, Steve. Who should I be?
Well, I mean, if you want to win Ivy, Tyler is deathly afraid of Ivy.
All right. Let's do it.
Poison ivy. Fighters
All right, so Tyler,
This
you
one's
need-
put in my mind.
What's up?
you got to stay solid. You have a 2-game lead. You are more afraid of Ivy than like I'm afraid of spiders. Like you got to chill out.
Or you're afraid of Catwoman in Justice 1?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Why would he be afraid of that?
What are you
I mean,
talking
Bane,
about?
sorry.
Oh, yeah. Like, you gotta calm down. Yeah, look at this. You have a huge lead. Oh, man. Derek is the master of the viney meter burn back 3. Pukey.
Oh, wasn't I walking
We've talked
back-
about that.
I was walking backwards.
Oh, no. All right. Let's see if Tyler can get momentum back here. He's in cooldown, though. All right. Relax. That's not relaxing, but it worked. That's not relaxing.
I know.
Oh, good, good, good. Ivy's back 2 is definitely one of her core mid-range tools.
Pukey!
Pukey's out. All right, let's see if Tyler can just hold back, take the chip. Good. Oh, that's fine. All right. This could be a momentum shifter. Wow, they went through each other. Wacky. No anti-air, though. Vines. Oh, and the cooldown. Good block.
Ooh.
Typically, that is what kills Tyler in this match, is the random 4-3. So it's good to see Tyler blocking. Now, notice the positioning here. Ivy is cornered. Oh, no. I actually like this flash. Yeah, get health back. Bet that health. Push her into the corner. I think that's honestly more important than the health. Keep Ivy cornered. That is paramount right now.
Oh, no.
Good anti-air. And that stalls out Pukey. And here we go. If Tyler's going to win, he has to make something happen right now. He needs about 4 good reads and he can win this. No wake-up attack. Oh, got to survive this Pukey. Pukey's almost run out. Wait her out. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, here we go. This could be the beginning of a big momentum shift. Nope, it is not. And Derek's going to get a game.
Woo! Rack it up. There's one.
There's one. Now, this is the point where Tyler normally starts panicking. But not this time.
Out? Are you freaking out right now?
No, not this
some
time.
water, yeah.
Not this time. Yeah, some water. That's tournament-winning strategies. We just saw at E-League, you can apparently now leave the stage and just talk to dudes or talk on the phone.
I'm going to take a selfie with Burke real quick and then come back.
Well, that did not work. Don't do that. Yeah, that was not good. All right, calm down. Play solid. You got this. Oh, man. A back 2 to start. Okay, here we go. Mercenary elbow.
No.
That's fine. That's a fine trade. Ooh, good anti-air.
Good job.
Very intense. Very patient play. No whiff punish, though. That's okay. Wow, look at this patience. Man, no trip guarding. All right, meter burns it. Almost out of Venom, though.
That's a lot of damage.
Unfortunately, it's not a lot of damage.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
cooldown.
Oh, no.
That's okay, though. Oh, I really like this patience. This is the patience of a champion. This is the patience of someone that wants to close this out. They're sick of the taunting. They're sick of the mocking, and they're ready to win. Oh, Champion Bitey Bash. You just saw it. New move. Hype. All right. Got to sit through the cooldown. Wait it out. Taking chip. It's fine. Now, Venom's back in play. Pukey's out. It's time to make a decision. What's going to happen? Oh, dashes in. Gets caught. Down one.
Ooh.
Throw. All right. Set point for Tyler. Championship point. This is intense. Cooldown time. Anubis statue's destroyed.
No, not the Anubis.
Not the Anubis statue.
Kill me. It's fine.
Oh, wow. Good jump. Ran into that back 3. You absolutely cannot lose your cool against Ivy. That's how she kills you. If you do nothing, she's not going to kill you. She's just going to do chip. All right, Venom uppercut. Oh my god, cool down. Now, Bane Super is in play. Will we see it?
Not anymore.
Derek has done an excellent job of keeping Tyler out when Venom's out. All right, this is a very frustrating position for Tyler.
It's not call the super out.
I have to be.
Clue.
I
He
have
had
to
a
be
full
an
stick of butter
unbiased
there. I had
commentator.
no clue.
I have to be.
But you really usually
Unbiased.
are on his side. I like to just
This
take
is
a
it.
minute. Breathe.
This is
Are you
honestly.
ready? You
This
okay?
is as intense as when
You
Sonic
alright?
was down.
Do you want to
Like
go
this-
back to Raiden?
No, I'm good.
All right.
You can't go back to Raiden. You won.
Oh, that's right. Dang it.
We
What
have
do
to
you mean?
maintain the sanctity of the belt battle. We cannot change the rules.
Burke, quit coaching.
Burke is trying to coach. That's illegal. No coaching. Oh, okay. Decent sized lead here. Let's see what the minute.
no.
Excellent. No meter bird back 3 anymore. Bane has had enough. All right. Good blocking. Cooldown's almost over. All right, it's Bane time. Bane! Oh, no.
Oh boy.
Oh. Kiss. Oh!
Oh no, that's big.
Meter burn. Cooldown, though.
Oh yeah.
Not a lot of damage. All right, Pukey. Very good patience. Let her do it. Let it run out. All right, now it's Bane time. It is. You can hear the emo. Oh, man. Okay, that's big. Wow, it is set point for Tyler again. Now, the last time Tyler had a huge lead, Derek made a comeback. Can that happen again? Or is Tyler firmly in control? Okay, it's dead even. It's even Paco Stevens. It cannot be more even than this.
Is that a new thing?
No, that's years old. It cannot get more even than this. Down one. Oh my god, they're both going in. Tyler's in a lot of trouble. Oh man. Oh wow, that could be momentum shifter. Oh man, that was a huge opportunity. Derek's cornering himself though. Tyler has a chance here. He's in this. He's gonna need one big power hit to get things going, and then he can go. Oh man, the opportunity's draining. The opportunity's running out. Hope is dying. Hope is on life support. Super's in play though. Super won't kill though. Oh no, the vines. Oh man. Oh god. Oh. All right, this is possible. Bane can do this. This is doable for Bane. And he's got Venom Cycle. Venom Cycle. Oh, this is very doable.
This is so
it's about
bad.
2 more reads.
So
One
many
more
bad
read.
choices.
Oh no! And he could have You gotta bet it all.
Oh, why did I do that?
The problem is cooldown. Bane is on cooldown. Bane is at his weakest coming out of this.
Come on,
he's got to
Pukey.
survive this.
Save the
One
day,
more Pukey
Pukey.
cycle. Go in.
No, he's
Nice
gonna
throw.
my Pukey.
Watch out for the wake up attack. Oh no! Oh no!
Calm it down. I lost again.
Oh, that was great.
It's a tough matchup.
That was awesome. That was good stuff.
Whew, I got beat again.
Wow, but it was intense there. At
It was
the end,
intense.
Yeah.
Right? Wow. Good games, buddy.
Well, good games.
Good games.
Lost again. Well, that was Hellboy.
That was Hellboy.
Yeah. Got a lot of exciting things coming up here, though.
A lot of things coming up.
So,
Balance, hot takes.
Oh, the hot takes are already out there.
The hot takes are
Hot
already
takes
out
are
there.
already out there. We got Firestorm's top tier, Swamp Thing's top tier.
I was reading that, yeah.
Yep, they're
Well,
all
then,
here.
if Firestorm and Swamp Thing fight, who wins? Are they just both so OD that it's a stalemate?
I go Firestorm because he would burn the leaves.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's a huge bummer, man.
Yeah.
And we're so close to Arbor Day.
Yeah, I know, right?
What are you going to do?
Well, folks, thank you guys for joining us. We will be back soonish, you know. Watch E-League on Friday to see
Yeah,
some awesome
absolutely.
Injustice content. Next week, Source Crystals, Diamond Mother Boxes. We got Justice League.
So much.
Everything's
Just
coming,
so
guys.
much.
So
OD
thank you.
Firestorm.
Yep. Thank you, Matt Burke, for being here.
Thanks, Berg.
Anytime.
What do you do?
Go hard in the paint.
There we go. Derek Kurtzik.
Hello.
Steve Brownback. I'm Tyler. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for being here.